Hi friends, I'm Prairie Vintage Jewelry. My name is Linda. I'm an energy intuitive reader here on YouTube, and I use spirit, my intuition, and the tarot to communicate energies to you, the beautiful viewer. Today's reading will be about the person on your mind, person who you're here about, and what have you specifically made them realize about themselves. All right, so we have three options to choose from today. Option number 1, option number 2, and option number 3. I will put the timestamp in the description box and in the pinned comment below. It'll take you directly to your pick. Please keep in mind you might tap into your own energy, and this will be what your person has made you realize about yourself. If that's the case, then your person's energy might be in a different pile. All right, so if you are drawn to multiple piles, it could also mean different stages in which your person has gone through in realization of themselves based on the connection that they share with you. So keep an open mind, but do not take anything that does not fit. Do not force it to fit. If it's not resonating, leave it for somebody else. And I will see you at your pick. Hello, gorgeous pile number 1. If you pick the Primordial Tarot deck, then this is your pick. Now, we will get into the tarot in just a minute, although I did pull some oracle cards, have not looked at them, and I have asked Spirit for a clear and concise message for the greatest and highest good for pile number 1, and specifically the person you came here about, and what have they realized about themselves since knowing you, or this connection, or what have you specifically made them realize about themselves. All right, so let's see what we see. So we have joy. Ooh, what a beautiful card. And prayer. Oh, how beautiful. Both yellow. Yellow might be significant. Look, we have, are daisies yellow? They look like daisies. Or maybe they're dandelions. Anyway, we have dandelion, daisy looking things. And then we have lemons, lemon water with ice. Interesting. We have the number 40 with building atoms. Please use your intuition. If this sounds more like what you've realized, then it could very well be your own energy, but we are asking for the person on your mind and what they have come to realize as a result of getting to know you or this connection. So number 4, we have Cancer with immerse. And we have 8-8 Queen, divine feminine. Wow, what a powerful card. We have networker, light attributes, enhances unity through the sharing of information, engenders social awareness and empathy, and the shadow attributes conveys information only for personal gain, spreads fear and falsehood. We also have the hedonist, light attributes, inspires creative energy to embrace the good things in life, celebrates the beauty in yourself. Shadow attributes, pursues pleasure to the detriment of health, indulges at the expense of others. All right, let's put that actually right over here. Building atoms, immerse. All right, we have the stone, and this is 67, which is the number 13 or the number 4. And 13 is the death card in the tarot, and number 4 is the Emperor. So very powerful energy I'm getting from this stone card. Divine feminine, divine masculine energy. And we have yellowing with the number 14 or the number 5. We have Turkey Spirit, give with gratitude and grace, number 61 or the number 7. We have Zebra, let go of your fear and know that you are safe and protected at all times. And Spider, this is Earth energy, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. Okay. Let's pull some tarot. Spirit, clear and concise for the greatest and highest good of pile number 1. What has the person on their mind, the person they came here about, realized or learned about themselves based on the connection with pile number 1, or getting to know pile number 1? What have they realized about themselves? Thank you so much, Spirit, and thank you so much, pile number 1, for allowing me to tap into your energy and the energy around you. I'm so blessed and thankful and grateful. Thank you so much. All right. Interesting energy here. Just give me a minute to tap into this until it feels right. We have the Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles. We have the Wheel of Fortune. We have the Knight of Pentacles. I do feel like pulling one more. Two wanted to come out. We have the Knight of Cups, and I'm going to flip it upright. Spirit's wanting Knight of Cups upright, and then we have the Chariot. All right. Bottom of the deck energy, we have the Page of Wands. Okay, this is interesting energy. So I feel like before you met your person, they were really regimented in their routine and very much used to whatever it was that they were doing. I feel like they were in some sort of complacency, I feel. And I feel like this person, after meeting you, really got to tap into realities in their life, which brought about a lot of fear, but it also allowed them to explore deep within themselves, areas that I think maybe they have not. And I feel like this person, is pretty much changed night and day compared to who they were in the past. I feel like this person is no longer self-focused on what they're trying to build or construct. I feel like this person has recognized that there is beauty in life, which just gave me goosebumps, and that they can make their own reality around them something that is beautiful, but it doesn't have to have a purpose per se, but to immerse themselves deeply and untethered to anything that's practical. They feel there's this energy here of them having to be destined to go through this experience and release any sort of control that they had in outcomes or what they wanted to build for themselves. And I'm not quite sure if this is a divine masculine or a divine feminine, to be honest with you, but I can tell you that this person had to learn to embrace their divine feminine nature. They weren't comfortable with receiving. so much and receptive type energy that we would relate with feminine energy. They were very much assertive, building, go forward, planning, organizing. And I don't think that opening their heart space was a familiar place for this person. I think they also learned to let loose or allow abundance and joy to come into their life, and how to open themselves up to other people as well. I feel like this person's heart space might have been fairly closed, and or at least very controlled, who they would allow in and what they would allow themselves to experience. It had to be very constructed and organized, or serve a purpose of sorts here. They feel as though they might have been I was going to say dying, or a part of them was dead inside, which is pretty powerful. But there is something here about them having a lot of fear in releasing tendencies of control. And the biggest lesson here of what you've made them realize about themselves is that they're able to give and open themselves up to receive without fear, because there's a lot of fear, because this person had a blocked heart, or a blocked feminine energy here. I feel like they wanted to really control destination, or they would use their ability to give and their ability to manipulate external things around them, because they were very detailed, focused, organized, assertive, committed, dedicated. They wouldn't really give up on their goals, their desires to attain whatever they had their mind on. But I feel like this person is now incorporating heart space and love and connection into their life in a way that they haven't before. It was almost like a part of them that died, or was dying, or needed a lot of healing based on them shedding it out, buried really deep within them. But I feel like this has brought them a lot of joy. This has also made them believe in some sort of greater force here with the Wheel of Fortune and prayer. They feel like you were brought to them in order for them to learn this lesson, but they had to learn to really release and dive in, and not hang on, or not keep a little part of them in their past. So they've learned to completely release and explore this side of themselves, no matter what the outcome is here for them, and embrace their divine feminine. And I feel like this person has learned to balance their feminine and masculine energy, because, like I said, the masculine was very, very present in this person's life, or at least that was their comfort zone, what they embraced here. So to bring joy from another venue that they don't have to chase, or they don't have to control, or they don't have to make happen, and allow it to come in, has been difficult. I also feel this person had a very difficult time enjoying the finer things in life. This person might have not have splurged a lot on allowing themselves to celebrate, spoil themselves. I felt this person was pretty regimented and controlled, who they'd let in their life, what they'd experience. And the big one, though, I feel, is their heart space, because they felt like they could be betrayed or not trust people in the same manner that they, if they were to open up, they feel like they would, I don't know, it's kind of weird. It's like this person just didn't think that there would be anybody that they'd be able to connect with on a heart space level. So clearly this is about what you've made them realize. So potentially you've opened this person's heart space up. They do feel there's something very destined about this connection. And they're also rebuilding their environment around this new energy that they have. I think they've also embraced some sort of spirituality, some sort of maybe even religion, some sort of spiritual practice, something that allows them to look outside of the practical world that they've been involved with and accepting disappointments, because I feel like this person has had to deal with a lot of disappointments in their practical world, and make the most and keep kind of pressing through. But now they feel joyful all around, even when things aren't going very well. And I do feel like they attribute that to meeting you. That's a very powerful, beautiful energy I'm reading. Okay, let's see if we can see some more in the tarot. Yeah, this person really wanted to stay in their safe place. So I don't know how you forced your way in. I'm also getting a message here from Spirit that you unknowingly kind of forced open their heart space, like really just pried it right open. And I don't feel like it was gradual. I feel like this person's heart space just ripped open is kind of what Spirit is saying here, in order for them to rebuild their life. Like this part of them was pretty dead, needed a lot of healing, and I feel like it was the sinking of, I don't know, the sinking of a part of them that they felt was really uncovered, that they couldn't get back or couldn't find or couldn't tap into. Just kind of lost. That's interesting. Let's pull some tarot here. Spirit, can we get a little bit more about pile number 1's person and what have they realized about themselves due to pile number 1 being in their life? What have they learnt about themselves? Spirit's saying to cut the deck again. All right. We have the Queen of Pentacles. So we have Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn energy. We have the 9. Yes, the 9 of Wands in reverse. And we have the 10 of Cups. Oh my goodness. I'm going to pull one more. And we have Judgment. Spirit saying upright. Okay, so this person, yeah, I was feeling earth energy from the spider here, and this person was very practical. They were like this Queen of Pentacles, and this Queen of Pentacles is one that is either like a wife or a single mom, but very, very much in control of making shit happen in a practical way, raising a family, job, home, bills, making sure everything's looked after, and really caring for the people around her, and very reliable and dependable in a practical way. But her heart space, and I say her only because I'm seeing Queen of Pentacles here, yeah, like she was very much in her divine masculine energy, which is making things happen to be the backbone stability of, I'm feeling, a family. And this person, had to learn to surrender. And I feel like this person had to learn to surrender that mindset and everything that went with that in order for them to even understand their heart space, but I don't feel like they cracked open their heart space. I feel like their heart space went from nothing or dying or almost dead here to a 10 of cups. So this is like an explosion of emotion. Almost like a surreal opening of heart space. And because it's a 10 and not a 9, this is in connection to you specifically, or at least they felt like they could have it all emotionally with you by surrendering some sort of their practicality here. There's an awareness, there's a realization, there's an awakening of heart space here, a looking at everything from the perspective of, I'm able to have a 10 of cups with my person. I feel like this person is absolutely in love with you. I feel like you've ripped open their heart space, intentionally or not intentionally, I don't know, but they went from a yellowing space of needing healing, almost completely died out space, to a 10 of cups. And I feel like it was a painful process here, or at least very abrupt. So this person's learned to tap into their divine feminine, nurturing, a different type of nurturing than the Queen of Pentacles. I feel like this type of energy is more Queen of Cups, more Empress type energy, where they're compassionate and vulnerable and open with their emotions, which I think is really new to this person. And it put them outside of their comfort zone. Oh, there's my email going off confirming. Yeah, outside of their comfort zone. They also allowed themselves to spoil themselves or splurge, but I don't feel like this is big splurge. I just feel like this person allows themselves now to see the finer things in life in the journey rather than the destination, and maybe spoil themselves by relaxing or going out or drinking, or I don't know, I just feel like going for walks or things this person did not normally do is now a part of their daily life, and they really had to surrender here. And I think that this is indicative of some sort of shedding or of ego, or shedding of their day-to-day practical life, which was very heavy and burdensome. And I feel like it was so heavy that it drowned out their heart space. So you could imagine them experiencing a 10 of cups with you and coming into this realization and this awakening. So, wow, this is really powerful. Let's get final messages here from Spirit in regards to this person. Spirit, can we get final messages about pile number 1's person and what they have realized about themselves due to the relationship they have with pile number 1, or the connection they have established with pile number 1? Final words, final message, anything further pile number 1 needs to know that will help. All right, so what is this? 19. This is the sun. Oh my goodness, the sun. Spirit is yelling in my ear. You bring this person happiness. You make this person see clearly. You've brought this person a lot of joy. And I'm seeing a lot of yellow. This person sees a lot of yellow in a bright way and not in the dying way. I think you breathe life into this person's soul, is what I'm feeling. Yeah, and they were lifeless. I'm getting from Spirit, like with the stone and the yellowing. This person was lacking emotions. And what is this? This is the Ace of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles. Yes. So all about the practical world and manifesting practical things. I don't think this person is so much focused on the practical environment. 17. This is the star. Spirit saying upright, and one more. The star. The sun and the star. Oh my goodness. And we have the Page of Swords in reverse. So what Spirit is saying here, something about, this is more of a message kind of for you. This was wanting to come in reverse, and I feel like Spirit is picking up something about you not, I don't know, not maybe like practically manifesting something here, or losing hope about how this person might feel about you, or you not showing up in your best light. But Spirit is saying that you're this person's sun and star, like you're this person's hope and wish. But I feel like you guys are on two different pages here. So I don't know if that resonates for you, but Spirit is saying that this person sees you in a beautiful light, and there's something here about you not seeing yourself in maybe the beautiful light that you are, because there's something about not being able to manifest something here. But I feel like your person had to let go of any sort of practical manifestations here in order for them to tap into a heart space. Yeah, I feel like there's something here about there being distance, so there's an inability to manifest something or come together. And maybe you feel like you're, I don't know, like bad for this, or that you're causing some sort of grief here, but I don't think your person is seeing this as your fault, or that you're unruly, or something about, there's something about long distance and not practically making something happen here, but your person's seeing you as the sun and the stars. And this is also a spy, or somebody who's like snooping on somebody. So I don't know if you snoop on this person. Maybe this person, let's just pull some more, because I feel like this person is like, I don't know, like ascended to some sort of high level of not needing anything practical here, and maybe they've abandoned this connection in some way. Spirit, am I on to something here? We have the Ten of Pentacles in reverse, yeah, again, and the Fool. And the Six of Swords. Okay, this is a little bit more clear. So your person had to surrender all their stability with the Ten of Pentacles. Everything they built for themselves in this practical world, family-related, work-related. Ten of Pentacles is your legacy, your home, your stability. It's in reverse, and I feel like this person is no longer looking at practical things in this world. I think they're really turned off, or had their experience, or had their fill. So I feel like this person is more focused on things that make them very happy emotionally, or even, like I said, like spoiling themselves. They want a new beginning to explore. I feel like they're being reborn again, and they're wanting to explore, but I feel like they've left this connection, or they might have moved away from this connection because of it was bringing them mental stress. Something about you, because I feel this is your energy here. I mean, of course, if you are resonating with this person, this could be your person, but I feel like you're maybe acted a little immature, or you did something here that was like immature or not very nice, and so your person's steered away not to be mentally anguished by the situation, to start a new beginning. But I feel like your person sees you as the sun and the star, but I don't know, maybe you're showing up immature, or showing up in a way that they don't want to partake in. So they have clarity around what does bring them joy and what they want for themselves. And I think they owe that to you, or they feel they owe that to you. And they're very excited here about having a new beginning here, or a rebirth, with this balanced perspective. And I don't feel like anything's going to hold this person back. And with this Six of Swords is definitely them moving away from any sort of turbulent energies here. That would include you, if you feel like you've contributed to that in a way. And they've already left their stability, or their Ten of Pentacles. So I don't think they're focused on building an empire here. I think their wish here, is to start new in a balanced way, but I don't think that they know exactly what this wish is, just that they want full abundance, and it's become very clear. And I do feel, because I keep hearing that they think of you as their sun and stars here, which is a beautiful energy, despite any sort of immature arguments or how you've showed up here or something to do with that. So yeah, this is what I see here for you guys. Beautiful pile number 1. This is a beautiful reading. If this resonated, leave a like, leave a comment, and I will see you soon. Bye. Hello, my beautiful pile number 2. If you picked this deck right here, then this will be your reading, and I pre-shuffled the oracle cards. I've not looked at them, so we have asked Spirit for the greatest and highest good of pile number 2. Sorry if I called you pile 1. I think I called you pile 2. Anyway, greatest and highest good of pile number 2. The person on your mind, person you came here about, and what have they realized about themselves based on knowing you or based on this connection? What have they come to realize about themselves? So let's see what Spirit wants to communicate. Now, if this sounds more like your energy, your person could be elsewhere, all right? Or you could just be mirroring with your person. So use your own discretion. Don't make it fit. If it's not fitting, then go to another pile. So we have rejection. And we have bittersweet. Wow. And we have wisdom. We have fecundancy in rain with the number 35, or the number 8. And we have number 3 with Gemini, cross-pollinate. And we have 3-3 with soulmate, clearing core wounds. And we have mediator, light attributes, gift for negotiating fairness and strategy in personal and professional life, respect for both sides of an argument. And the shadow attribute, negotiating with an ulterior motive or hidden agenda, either personally or professionally. And then we also have the scribe, light attribute, preserving knowledge and information. Shadow attribute, altering facts or plagiarizing others' work. We'll actually put that over here. Boop. All right. We have the heart with 31, or the number 4. We have darkening with the number 12. Or the number 3, which is this Gemini cross-pollinate energy. Okay. We have sandpiper spirit, be playful, with the number 51, or the number 6. And we have goose, take time to rest and recuperate rather than continuing your striving. And we have the elephant card here. Okay, let's pull some tarot before we get into your beautiful reading for pile number 2. What has pile number 2's person realized about themselves after getting to know pile number 2, or meeting pile number 2 as a result of the connection with pile number 2? What have they realized about themselves? Spirit's saying to cut it again. All right. We have the Knight of Pentacles, or the Knight of Coins. We have Judgment. Spirit saying to leave it in reverse. And we have the High Priestess in reverse. One more. And we have the Ten of Swords. Wow. And then bottom of the deck, Ace of Swords. Okay. Wow. There's something here very heavy about being betrayed or not being honest, or something about, yeah, I feel like there's a history here with you and your person, and Now, again, if this is your energy, your person could be somewhere else. But what I'm really feeling about this person is that maybe for some time this person was angry at the situation here. I feel like this person felt lied to. This person, I'm not so certain here if this person was lying to themselves. This person was lying to themselves and as a result hurt you. Or this is what they feel. And this person didn't quite know how to show up or work with you or be honest and truthful or listen to their intuition, which led to some sort of a painful ending. I feel like this person's been more in an energy of protecting themselves, more in an energy of not putting themselves out there, more in an energy of trying to understand why they couldn't be honest or show up in a way that they were working with you and not against you. And although they really, because I am feeling a love here for you and have like an emotion, a deep emotion for you, I feel like this has served as a lesson for this person to understand how they might have been projecting or might have been telling themselves that you were there to hurt them or that they would experience rejection. So they weren't allowing themselves to be their full self. And I feel like there's some sort of shame here and there's some sort of pulling away in order to reflect here. And then there is a difficult thing trying to release. I feel there was something that this person either did that was a lie or a big lie or a big story or big something that happened that was either this person was self-sabotaging because they didn't want to fear rejection from you, so they just put something out there to almost like a self-fulfilling prophecy, or did something in order for you to leave them, or did something that wasn't aligned with their highest truth here. Something's still telling me that this person still, like they learned a lot from this experience about themselves and how they themselves contributed to the pain and weren't allowing themselves to be open and vulnerable because they were protecting themselves and needing to really heal their heart space and do a lot of shadow work around how they show up. There is a joy here about how they feel about you, but there's also a, it keeps coming with the pain until they learn to deal with or resolve or face their understanding that they could be held back because of this. And I feel like this person is either pulled back, either in a state of no contact with you because they're learning to deal with how they showed up. And I feel it's very heavy, and I don't feel like this person's forgiven themselves, but they're wanting to step forward with truth. They're wanting to be honest. They're wanting to be clear, but it also comes with a heaviness because then they got to address pain. They got to address how they acted. They got to address ignoring their intuition or the voice inside them. So they're lying to themselves still here. And I feel like there has been an ending or a painful ending in this connection in one way, but I feel like this person is still hanging on and is still trying to get through a situation here. I think this person's learned a lot about their heart space, and they learned a lot about what they shouldn't do, and a lot about, in order for them to actually show up and work with another, there has to be a vulnerability and not acting from a place of guardedness or protectiveness, or that you will slight them, so they slight the situation first. There's also an energy here coming up of blaming the other person. So I feel like this person might have, a big lesson here that they learned is that they were equally to blame here. And you might think they are all to blame, maybe, potentially, but there's something here about equal blame. Because I feel there's something to do with the blame game, or it having to be somebody's fault. But I think until, what Spirit's saying is, until both parties are able to take accountability for how they showed up, there's actually an equal distribution of what has happened here that should be carried by both parties. And maybe you don't want to hear that, but this is what I'm seeing here. And this might be this person's perspective, although this kind of got interjected by Spirit. So if you feel like you're putting a lot or all of the burden or blame or ending or reason for ending on this person, Spirit's wanting you to review. But if you are putting your hand up in a way that says, I could be accountable for certain things that have happened here, then know that this person is going through understanding their role, their responsibility, their accountability now, and not blaming you or this other things, because sometimes it's difficult to point the finger at self. And I think this is the biggest one here, was them really taking accountability for how much of an impact that this person has and will have in their own life, specifically in relationships. That's a big one. So I feel like this person wants to be honest and clear. I feel like there's something that's happened here that they haven't quite let go of. Although there is big lessons. Let's ask Spirit, can we get a little bit deeper here for pile number 2's person and what they've come to realize as a result of getting to know pile number 2? Can we see some more? What more have they realized about themselves? What have they realized about themselves? Yeah, they realize there's a big tendency to blame others, to say it's other people's faults. That may be how they showed up or why they showed up the way they did, or the result of what happened was because of other people here. I also am getting that they felt their heart space was quite big, or so they had to protect it. Although I think they were coming from a place of their heart space isn't all as big and gentle as they might have thought, because there's a lot of having to make up stories here. So let's see. We have the Knight of Wands in reverse. We have the Wheel of Fortune. And we have Three of Wands. We have Judgment coming out in reverse again. And we have the Moon. Okay, so this person is still in it. And when I say in it, I feel like they're still kind of really reflecting. And I feel like you guys are most likely in a period of no contact or separation, or there has been an ending here. And this person feels they're right smack dab in the middle of some big epiphany, but they're not quite over the hump yet. So I feel like there is some destined lesson here. They're not wanting to step forward or address or acknowledge how they've acted yet, but they are looking at their future and they're wanting to make something happen for themselves, but they understand that they have to deal with situation here and they're not quite done in this situation, or something still needs to kind of be concluded in regards to the lesson here. And I do feel like there was an ending, but the ending could have been just a physical ending here between you and them, or yeah, or this no contact period. But I feel like this person understands that there's more to this in order for them to be successful, and they could bring success to the situation, but they're really clouded and they're not seeing very clearly. They just know that there is hope for future potential here for them. And I feel like they want to climb out of whatever state they're in and use the experience that they've had and the pain that they've had in order to press forward, but they can't forgive or forget, or something about them hanging on to something that's happened here and it's weighing heavy on them. So if you lied to this person, they're still harboring that. If they lied, they haven't forgiven themselves. If you left them, they haven't forgiven that. If they've done something to betray you unexpected, then they're hanging on to that, and it's stopping them from wanting to move forward and address the rest of this situation, or this, they feel like there's something destined about this situation that can't quite move just yet because there's still a lot of illusion. I feel a lot of love here for you. I feel like this person might be a little bit in denial here. So there's definitely more that needs to happen, and I feel they need to take this time to really reflect. Let's ask Spirit for final words here, any advice or anything for pile number 2 in regards to their person, the person they came here about, and their realization. Is there anything further, final words, anything that will bring more clarity to pile number 2 in regards to their person and what they've realized about themselves as a result of this connection, or getting to know pile number 2? Thank you, Spirit. Final words, anything further, guidance, information that will help pile number 2 understand this a bit better. We have the Star. We have the 7 of Cups. We have the Knight of Coins in reverse as the Knight of Pentacles. And we have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse this time. And we have Justice. So we saw Judgment twice and Justice, the double J's happening. So what Spirit wants you to know, and what Spirit is saying right now, is there is most likely no movement at all. I didn't feel movement, and things aren't moving. Things feel probably in the lowest that they've been here in this connection. But this is happening because there is some sort of balance that's happening, and energetically things are shifting. This person needs to do a lot of healing, and at the same time, I feel like you're doing healing here from this connection, from this person, or however they showed up here. But there's heart space healing that's needing to happen, and I feel like you guys might be in your darkest place, or at least this person has had to deal with a dark place here, and they are being asked by Spirit to choose wisely what they want for themselves for the future, and look at really their desire and their hope. But this has to be done once they heal and they utilize and transmute any pain into wisdom so that they could choose correctly for their future. But there won't be any movement right now until that's done. And Spirit wants you to know that there is justice in this situation. So if you feel there hasn't been closure or justice with this person, they are working towards what that looks like. But until they can, they're being held back from your energy field. There is no movement. Like I said, this is bringing protection for both of you guys in a situation here in which you're needing to heal, and this person is having to review clearly, because I feel they're very confused with the Moon, 7 of Cups. That's muddled thinking. That's not thinking clearly. And although if there is desire here to move forward with you, there is no movement until they get clear, until they can choose what they need to do here, no matter how much they might want you. There's also something about distance here, and I feel it is a distance because you probably haven't talked to your person in quite some time or been able to share or connect with them, which I feel is bringing this justice that's required. And I feel there's some very heavy, dense energy here that they are either keep bringing into their life or hanging on to or not letting go of. But I feel there's something dense here that needs to be released. Yeah, and they're having to release this. There is a recognition here with the star, the heart, the soulmate. Like there's a deep spiritual bond here, and the Wheel of Fortune coming out several times. So they do feel fated to have met you and to have experienced this. But now it becomes, you know, where does it go from here? And I feel like they understand that it's in their hands, and they're going to have to choose wisely and learn from the past and how they might have screwed things up here. And I feel there were lies. I do feel there were lies, and these lies I feel were lies to self as well. All right, we have Libra showing up and some Aquarius as well. So yeah, this is what I see here for you guys, pile number 2. I hope this helped. Leave a like, leave a comment, and I will see you soon. Bye. Hello, my gorgeous. Pile number 3. If you pick the Wandering Star Tarot, this deck right here, then this will be your reading. And I pre-shuffled the Oracle cards. I've not looked at them. Super excited to take a look. This will be the person on your mind, the person you came here about, and what have they realized about themselves due to having known you or having gone through this connection with you. So what have you made them realize about themselves? All right. Now, don't make this fit. If it doesn't fit, then this most likely is not your pile. Although if this sounds more like your energy, it could be your own energy you're tapping into, but it could be that you're mirroring your person. So use your discretion, and if you do tap into your own and it sounds exactly like your energy, chances are your person may be in a different pile. All right. Destiny. Wowzers. Look at that. Dark and light. Yin and yang. And complacency. Oh my goodness. And insecurity. Little devil and a heart. 2 red cards. Red might be significant color here. I'm seeing a red rose. Someone might like red. 28 or the number 10. Joy and music. Beautiful. Violin might be significant here. Maybe someone knows how to play a violin or like violin music. I also see she looks like she is from India. Could be significant here. Music, joy. Okay, so music definitely plays a part in this. We have Saturn with structure, number 24, and number 6. 6 is the lover's choice. Saturn is the ruling planet of Capricorn and Aquarius as well. So interesting structure. Okay, and then we have Twin Flame Facilitator with 4/4, expansive growth. Wow. Twin Flame Facilitator, expansive growth. But Jesus. All right, Don Juan. Light attribute spotlights your positive seductive qualities. And then shadow attribute, using the power of romantic attraction for private agendas. And we also have Child Orphan, wanting to come in reverse. But light attribute says independence based on learning to go it alone, conquering fear of surviving. Shadow attribute, feeling of abandonment that stifle maturation, seeking inappropriate surrogate families. Okay. We have the Bridge with the number 38 or the number 11. 11 is a destined number. 11 also rules the house of friends, social awareness, humanitarianism. Okay. Lots of energy coming through here. We have Venus. Wow. And Venus rules love. This is Taurus Libra energy. physical beauty and love. Number 4 with Venus. Okay, actually I'm feeling these two together. I don't like this. I'm moving these. Sorry, I gotta get my reading table feeling proper before I... Okie dokie, smoky artichoke. Nope, nope. Sorry. All right, what do we have? Fox spirit, think on your feet. Quick feet, quick feet, quick feet, quick feet. Don't mind me. I'm acting weird. 27 might be significant, or the number 9. What is that? Happy feet, quick feet, quick feet. I don't know. That cartoon is in my head. Scary feet, scary feet. Oh boy, your person might be a little bit silly. Okay, unicorn. Indulge your creative, imaginative, and magical side through some form of artistic expression, music, and joy. Beautiful. And firefly with air energy here. Air is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Aquarius coming out again, very heavy. I'm also feeling fire just because firefly here, which is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So could very well be prominent in the birth chart here with all the red and the fox. I do feel there's some fiery energy coming through for sure. And also feeling some earth with the Capricorn and the Saturn here in the structure. And then some creative energy, which is all water, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. So wow, definitely. And then of course, like we said, some Libra and Taurus energy with Venus. But heavy, heavy, heavy energy here. Heavy but light. Let's pull some tarot and see what we see here before I get into your reading here. So thank you so much, Spirit. Clear and concise message for pile number 3 and their person on their mind. What have they learned or realized about themselves after meeting pile number 3 or having gone through this connection? What have they realized about themselves specifically when it comes to having known pile number 3 or going through this connection? Three of Cups. Spirit is saying to leave them as they come out. I shall do that. And Four of Pentacles in reverse. And Page of Swords in reverse. And the High Priestess, the Devil under that. Okay, wow. There's an energy here. Devil's Capricorn energy coming out again. High Priestess is Taurus energy. Pisces? Sorry, I'm not sure what the High Priestess is here. But what I am feeling is intense twin flame type energy here. So it might be confirmation for some of you guys, but this feels like somebody here who is experiencing very intense mixture of things here. I think this person is really used to their structure. This person is really used to their bubble. This person is really used to how they've shown up in the world here. But what I feel is what they're realizing or what they've realized about themselves in having known you is, one, that they feel like this connection is their destiny, or at least they've been destined to go through this experience. Something here about indulging with the Devil, the Three of Cups in reverse, and the Don Juan. So either this person was addicted to distractions or relationships of surface, not of high value. Maybe they put a lot of weight on the physical appearance of things, or light dating, heavy drinking, distractions. I feel like this person is highly, highly creative. I feel a very strong connection to music and poetry or writing or lyrical something or other. And I feel like this connection has pushed this person outside of their structure. But I feel like this person, and this is kind of where I'm feeling the twin flamish expansive growth, is because this person has had some abandonment issues as a child, or maybe experiencing a connection where they might have got abandoned, but there's something here about them trying to find fulfillment through empty actions. And a lot of them, it could be just through friend groups that appear okay on the outside but aren't really fulfilling. They're learning how to be vulnerable, but they're also learning how to be their own guide, and they're also learning how to not let their insecurities guide the decisions in their life. So they've had to learn to, or are learning to, or have needing to understand what it is like to release this. And I don't think this person likes it, but I feel like there's a knowing, there's an understanding, there's a recognition, there's intuition, there are dreams, there's this higher power, there's the spirit world, the inner voice calling this person to bring out the best in them. There's something very unique about this person, and I think they might be realizing how unique they actually are based on having known you. And I feel like there's an attraction here for sure. So I feel like this person is either a very attractive and used to being very attractive, so they get a lot of attention, or this person finds you highly attractive. Could be both. And I also feel like this person feels as though, or thinks that you might be just some sort of rare thing that has kind of fallen in their lap. They also feel like they might fumble. They might not know what to do. They feel like they have to understand or guide or be some sort of knowing or some sort of leader here. In which they're having to act quick, but their insecurities get in the way. And also there's some sort of a duality here, because I feel like this person may have been complacent, or at least choosing and enjoying or liking that they had structure and complacency in their life. But they feel like they're being called to move forward into a world that I feel hasn't been explored, but that would mean releasing something here. And I feel this person's having a difficult time releasing with the devil, working on their shadow work, understanding their where they have abandonment wounds. And I feel like this person could have very well dated around, or just used relationships in a surface way to kind of bring them some sort of peace or love, but it's very surface here and not deep at all. So I feel like this connection has made them grow on a spiritual, and because we're seeing destiny and high priestess, so spiritually they're listening to themselves as a spiritual being that needs more, or that can tap into more, or deserves more. And also I feel like it's through creative expression. So this person may have, since getting to know you, maybe put together an art piece or a piece of lyrical expression, painted something, or been really learned to play an instrument maybe, or they bond through some sort of musical expression here in regards to getting closer to their truth. And I feel like it brings them closer to how they feel in this connection. So, yeah, this is really interesting, but I do feel like this person might have been kind of immature, or showing up in this type of a child orphan, and the Page of Swords in reverse. Like, this is like a little, immature person who is acting in a stubborn way, or being kind of bratty. Or here we have the Devil, the Emperor in reverse. Yep. And the Ace of Swords in reverse. Bottom of the deck, we have the Page of Wands. So, pages coming out again. I feel like this person is fairly inexperienced with all these pages, and it could very well be this person's younger than you or less experienced, maybe in connection, or something to do with them having to grow up, or yeah, kind of grow up or bridge some sort of gap here. And this person could very well have been in and out, or hot and cold with their communication with the Page of Wands. Lots of optimism, lots of fire, but this person, I was feeling like kind of, yeah, like the Emperor in reverse is not very good, because this is like the shadow attribute of the Emperor, okay? This could be highlighting the Don Juan, so maybe using physical, I don't know, physical things here and getting their way, but it's kind of, could be somebody who is immature, or letting their ego guide them, and really believing that they need to control other people rather than allowing things to happen here. Instead of embracing their divine masculine, they might have been just right in their ego. And the fact that the devil is here, this is all about, you know, obsessions and addictions and their shadow. And I feel like their shadow is really themselves, and healing childhood wounds or abandonment issues. And I feel like Venus really talks about the surface. So I feel like it could be a very big part of their life appearing in a certain way. Putting on a show, putting on the Don Juan, putting on a show, an appearance here. I'm fine, everything's okay, I'm handling this. But is a lie. You know, it's a lie to self. It's not living in truth here, and it's not allowing themselves to change something about themselves here. And I do feel like something was holding them back, or is, and it could be, like I said, either the distractions, the network of friends, the drinking, or the substances, or whatever they're using to distract themselves here, because there is an insecurity that comes behind the Venus facade here. And they might have just been, you know, allowing this to kind of shape their world with the structure and the complacency here. But there is something about them really needing to come into their divine masculine and understand, you know, that they don't need to control other people, or have a sort of control over a situation in the way that they're doing it. I feel... I don't know. This is really interesting. Think on your feet. This person could have very well have been out for themselves as well. And I think that they recognize or realize that this is due to their insecurities. And they might be recognizing that they've been around a lot of surface people. And I feel like they recognize where they are their own guiding light, and that they can control themselves based on having to heal any sort of abandonment wounds. I also feel like there's a heavy emphasis here on them learning through the art, or being inspired through art, which is an outlet for them. Music, art, creative expression that allows them to heal or guide their way through this. But I do feel like they feel destined here. So what do we have more, Spirit? We have the Nine of Wands in reverse. We have the Eight of Cups, and we have the Ten of Swords in reverse. And then we have the Three of Wands in reverse, and we have the Chariot. So Chariot's all about forward movement, and like I was saying, the black and white, the Chariot too, and the traditional Chariot is black and white because it's our shadow attribute and our light attribute, and we're having to journey through and make progress and be successful in our own life by being balanced. We can't be held back by devil or addictions or obsessions. And like I said, guiding one's way here, you know, and I really feel like there's something here about this person having to trust, seeing just what's right in front of them in order to guide them bit by bit, because, you know, maybe they're used to a certain structure and they're used to understanding a layout here. But I think since knowing you, it's like it's an uncomfortable place to be because they don't know where it's leading them to. So their insecurity might be guarding themselves. And I feel like this devil who keeps coming out is trying to play on their insecurities here. But I feel like this person is maybe escaping also through music and escaping through their art. when they start feeling this way. But there is a desire to be balanced and to have progression here, and something about releasing or abandoning any guard, or abandoning any guard and just allowing themselves to release and not be so guarded. 8 of Cups is walking away from what doesn't emotionally fulfill, and it creates change, because once we recognize we're not emotionally happy, we go seeking what does bring us emotional happiness. So I feel like your person has done some retrospection, or they've had to abandon what doesn't fulfill them here in order to seek what does. And the 10 of Swords is in reverse, which, you know, 10 of Swords is about a closure, an ending, a painful ending. But when it's in reverse, it's like still not allowing something to fully close out. So your person might be having a hard time closing a chapter here in their life in order to allow themselves to move forward with the 3 of Wands. Because the 3 of Wands is all about, you know, our next step, waiting for our ships to come in so we can get on a ship of adventure and go, you know, seeking what's out there for us. But in reverse, this is like not quite there, not allowing things to fall into place in order for us to get on the ship. Because I feel like something needs to be closed out here, or something has closed out, but they're still hanging on or unable, like we were seeing that 4 of Pentacles in reverse, which was them needing to let go of something here. And I feel like it could be a structure, it could be something that's keeping them complacent, it could be something here that is more physical, you know, the network of relationships or something here that needs to be let go of. It's no longer bringing them emotional fulfillment. They're needing to surrender, completely surrender, and allow themselves to detach emotionally and allow the 10 of Swords to happen here. But, you know, it's interesting how when I see this 10 of Swords in reverse, it's always giving me this energy of something already came to an end. So we're hanging on to the pain by not allowing, because we're so fearful of it hurting or it closing, but we're hanging on to the pain, where it's like if we experience the pain that's already happened, we're able to close the chapter. But in reverse, it's like we're still hanging on to it, and it's more painful, and it's not allowing forward movement here. But I feel like the goal is to move forward and be successful. So I feel there's this push-pull, because moving forward would require putting an end to something and allowing the ships to come in. But they're needing to navigate this piece of them. But I feel like they're still kind of in this devilish energy, or at least partaking in maybe more physical things here. You know, it could be surface relationships, like I said, or something that's like numbing them. They could even be distracting through the art world, you know, distracting through their art, and not really allowing themselves to go any deeper than that. The Tower right underneath the Chariot. Yeah, I feel like this person might still need to have a full release here, okay? And this is the destruction of the structure. When you see the Tower, this is, you know, there's a release. There's, like I said, the 4 of Pentacles. You're going to have to release. There might be fear in letting go of a structure, to allow change, to allow something to come to a full end, to have closure, and then allow for enlightenment after and rebuild. But I feel like the destruction is still needing to happen here in order for this person to really progress and be successful. So let's see if we can see final words here for beautiful pile number 3 and their person. Spirit, thank you so much for this message. For pile number 3's person and what they've realized about themselves due to pile number 3. Can we see final words? Anything further pile number 3 needs to know? Anything they should know? Anything that will make this clear? Anything that will help? Any further information about what they've realized about themselves? For pile number 3, Spirit, thank you so, so much. And one more. Actually, Spirit is saying to cut the deck again. All right. And shuffle. Happy feet, happy feet. Isn't that a Penguin movie? I don't know why that's in my head. Something about happy feet. All right. I feel like this person needs to take steps to be happy. And I do feel like this person does see this as a destiny. And I do feel like your person feels like you're, yeah, like some sacred unicorn here. Potentially even like guiding their ways slowly but surely. I feel like this person doesn't know what they're supposed to be doing. We have Two of Pentacles. We have the Page of Cups. We have the Queen of Cups in reverse, and then we have the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. And at the bottom, we have the Page of Swords coming out again. Page of Swords, like I said, could be, you know, somebody who is a little bit unruly. But, I mean, I don't generally read bottom of the deck in reverse. And when it's upright, it could just be the beginning of asking questions, curiosity, somebody who needs to get decisive. So I feel like this person does need to get very clear and decisive, because Two of Pentacles is all about that. It's having a choice, trying to get balance. Same with the Chariot, is finding balance and harmony in their life and not being so reliant on one thing or being thrown off balance here. Page of Cups, all about communication with the two pages here. So I feel like your person is being encouraged to keep the communication open. It's all about, you know, flirting and opening heart space and sharing love and being able to have an innocent type love. It's also about apologies here. So I feel like, yeah, like, I don't know if your person feels like they owe you an apology, especially if they were showing up as a Page of Swords. But I think the fact that we're seeing pages and pages and all we see are pages, I feel like your person is a fairly immature energy, or at least inexperienced, and having to learn love, having to learn to balance things, having to learn to be curious, having to learn to break out of something here. The fact that both Queens are in reverse here, and I mean, I don't know why there are two Queens. Could very well be multiple feminine energies here, because I don't generally read the Queen when I see two Queens as one person. So I do feel there's multiple energies here. I mean, the Queen of Pentacles is somebody who is single mom and motherly, dependable, very practical. And the Queen of Cups is someone creative and intuitive, compassionate, loving, caring, and emotional. Both of these were in reverse. So, I mean, I have a feeling this person might have experienced rejection, and they might have been experiencing rejection from you. And if you know of this person not involved with another individual here, I feel like this person sees you as these two types of energies in which is blocked, or they have that Ten of Swords, which maybe there was an ending, or you've removed or not allowing them to experience you in this a reliable, practical way, or giving love and compassion and sharing your creativity and allowing things to get birthed here, because maybe your person is fairly immature here, or still needing to do some sort of healing. There are still insecurities that are allowing them to do devilish things here. So they're going to have to really prioritize, and they might have not have prioritized you. And this could be options card. So they might have been deciding between two people here, and both people just buggered off now because this person might have not have been able to decide. So they might have lost you and someone else. I mean, take what resonates here. This is Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, Earth energy. And then we have water energy, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. I don't know why Spirit is showing this. Can we get some clarity around, why do we have the Queen of Pentacles and the Queen of, and it was like this. Why do we have the Queen of Pentacles in reverse and the Queen of Cups in reverse? Spirit, can we get clarifier card here? Further information. Further information. Clarifying the Queen of Pentacles. We have the Knight of Pentacles. And then can we get a clarifier for the Queen of Cups in reverse? Why do we have the Queen of Cups in reverse? We have the Ten of Cups. And and we have the Ace of Cups. Okay, so this gives more clarity here. This person understands that in order to get practical and stability, and this is, like I said, the wife card, or the loving, caring, earthy type energy that the Queen of Pentacles brings in a practical way, it's not moving forward here with the Knight of Pentacles. It's unable to move forward and be dedicated and committed until this person allows themselves to open up and have an emotional new beginning here with the Ace of Cups. There is recognition here that they're needing a new beginning in relationship, in opening their heart, in allowing themselves to fill their cup here. But I feel like this person potentially has not allowed themselves to open up and start a new beginning with you. And I feel like this is stunted in you maybe being compassionate or pouring love, or them blocking their emotions, and you guys not allowing yourselves to realize the full potential here, which is a 10 of Cups, because you go from an Ace to a 10. Okay, this is like families coming together. This is ultimate contentment and prosperity and joy and happiness with two people, and it's in reverse because there's a block here. So I feel like what this is really saying is two aspects of what this person feels you really bring here to them, which would be this stability, this loyalty, this mother energy, this caring, dependable, down-to-earth energy, not moving, and neither is the compassion, the love, the emotion, and the creative energy and the potential that comes with, until they open up to love here. But your person might be inexperienced, your person might need to prioritize, your person is learning balance, they're learning to choose, and they might not be choosing correctly, because I feel this person is being led by a devil energy, an addiction, an obsession, or something here that's led by their insecurity. And it could very well, like I said, be something more surface, you know, like friends, surface relationships, things in which is being kind of that they're seeking out in order to bring some sort of yeah, we even talk about feelings of abandonment that stifle maturation. I feel like your person needs to mature. It's really what I'm feeling. And because of the title of this video, what have they learned? They're learning to bridge that. They're learning to bridge between you, and you might be a very mature person. I mean, if you're really coming up as this Queen of Pentacles and Queen of Cups, like I said, I normally read this as two individuals, but I feel like your person's seeing the best of both worlds here with you, and these are the two best queens you could possibly enjoy when you're in a relationship. So I see your person really, really sees you as the best of both worlds as an individual. So trying to bridge that gap and mature and think on their feet to keep up, I think is difficult. And I do feel like there is this seeing you as a unicorn, you know, once in a lifetime, maybe trying to lead the way or show the way or guide them through this bridge. You know, but there is a recognition here of destiny and growth within this person's life. So I think this is absolutely beautiful. Yeah, if this resonated, leave a like, leave a comment, let me know, and I will see you soon. Bye.